It's showtime.
BS and Beer Media, in association with STWFTV, the Podcasting Network.
Introducing the best in the world! Ooh, yeah!
Welcome in, everybody. It is best in the world. Hashtag BITW. I'm Dale. We got Trell the OTC in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you again.
I know. It's been too long. But I'm back. How's everybody?
Yes, indeed. And Jeremy in the house. What's going on, Jeremy?
Not a whole lot. Ready to talk some wrestling.
That's right. Listen, this is a good weekend for wrestling fans everywhere. There's nothing but wrestling on this weekend. Y'all enjoy it. You got AEW pay-per-view on, and you don't have to worry about waking up on Monday morning to go to work after being up to 3 o'clock watching AEW pay-per-view. It's great.
Yeah.
Well, it's only 8 hours. I mean,
I can sleep in and watch it all day with some barbecue.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great weekend for wrestling. So if you got any other plans, cancel them and sit home and watch wrestling. All right.
that's right.
So man, let's get started, man. Once again, a great weekend of wrestling. It's a perfect weekend for a house party. Like, you get some friends over, some barbecue, let's start watching wrestling. This is a good weekend for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't bother me. Do not disturb. Do not disturb.
I feel you on that.
All right. Let's talk some news and rumors. And just recently it has been announced that, well, not announced, but the rumor is that WWE is canceling WrestleMania next year in New Orleans and instead moving it back to Las Vegas for 2 years in a row in Las Vegas at Allegiant Stadium. Accordingly, the WrestleMania 41 was the most profitable and successful event in WWE history. And reportedly, Los Angeles was like, here, we got a bunch of money. You want it? Move WrestleMania.
Oh man, it's like Faith said, let the crash out commence. I mean, people were complaining left and right all over Twitter, and it's like we don't even know officially where WrestleMania is going to be at. I mean, like you said, Dale, is only rumored to be going back to Vegas.
Yeah.
I mean, we forget that Wembley Stadium in London is still always in play due to the fact that AEW moved all in to Texas this year instead of Wembley. So that's also could be a major opportunity for them to go overseas.
Yep.
This is a good point. Something I didn't think about, Faith. It is possible that, the top guys thought, you know what, we promised, we made it seem like The Rock was going to be there because he showed up and he did the whole thing to get Cena on his team, and then he was nowhere to be found. And so, okay, we're gonna give you another WrestleMania, and we're gonna do right by you. What do you think about that, Jeremy?
I think that's The Rock's fault. Well, I mean, he even said it. He's the one that decided to pull out. But yeah, I think if that were the reasoning, I'd be down with that. I'd make it right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not an international chaos.
Yeah, we don't want that now. So you go ahead somewhere with that London stuff. Dallas will be all right, but Look, I want my stuff in New Orleans. Let's go back to New Orleans, like we announced it. The Rock said he was going to be there. The Rock announced it that WrestleMania was going to be in New Orleans. That's where we need to have it. Forget this stuff, because if money, it's all about money. Every WrestleMania be in Saudi Arabia because they can pay for everything.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, that's true.
Then we'd have to listen to fans throw stuff in CM Punk's face saying he'll never go to another WrestleMania.
Yeah, like it's his fault. Like, no matter where WrestleMania is going to be, if The Rock is going to have that match against Roman Reigns, The Rock is going to have that match against Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
So it's going to sell out wherever it's going to be at.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's back in Vegas again, cool. I don't mind running it back from last year, but if it's in London, shoot, like let's just say I got my passport. It needs to be stamped anyway. So, hey.
If TKO has their way, they're going to have a Vegas residency.
Right.
Hey, I wouldn't put it past them.
I wouldn't either.
On Dana White. And the MMA crap that you do. Leave wrestling alone, Dana White. Shoot.
Him and Ariel Emanuel are becoming too chummy.
Yeah.
Hey, Faith, I don't mind a good steak and some shrimp on Barbie.
Mm-hmm. They're going back to Perth for sure. But they're bringing Crown Jewel to Perth, which I thought was funny. Because that was definitely created in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But obviously they did that because they're getting the Rumble. So that's why they're like, all right, we're going to move this one. We're going to give you that one. So the Prince is happy. The Prince is happy.
They should have dusted off the name Great Balls of Fire.
Yes.
That's what should have went to Australia. WWE Balls.
Yes. I 100% agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's one of the all-time great pay-per-view names. Okay. Although who came up with it?
Yeah, that's exactly fake. Because why would they move it out of one city in the United States just to move it to another city in the United States? I think they would have to be going overseas. They got something locked in already that they're not saying yet. They're just watching everybody lose their minds before they actually come out and say, all right, this is what we got.
I wouldn't mind seeing it going to Wembley.
Yeah, it'll be more expensive just because, I mean, hell, the exchange rate is more expensive. So you're going to pay more for sure.
Hey, man, but it's London. So it's like pay more for that once in a lifetime experience.
And at the same time, they could say, hey, we outsold AEW. So,
yeah. You know that's happening.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Also, this week we saw Zoe Stark get injured during looked like a three-way match, right?
Yes.
And it's pretty sad. We saw a lot of superstars tweet at Zoe Stark, wishing her a speedy recovery and everything like that. It looks like a ACL injury to me. What do you guys think?
I think I read that it possibly was both her MCL and ACL.
Yeah.
But it's at least a year she's out. And if I remember correctly, I think she already injured that knee too. And she's so she'll be 32 when she comes back. And we talked about this last week, the age thing. So where does she go from there? I mean, I'm not going to say that her career is over.
Right.
But it's in jeopardy. That's for sure. And that's a shame, too, because she was a hell of a wrestler.
Yeah. I love the ring work. Loved it.
So do I. I mean, she had one of the best missile drop kicks I've seen a female do.
That's what hurt her.
The pinpoint precision on that was like, I mean, you can ask Dakota Kai how that concussion felt when she was gone for almost a month. I mean, And it's just such awful timing because both Shayna Baszler and
Yes.
I forgot her name already.
The other one.
Yes.
Yeah. Both of them got, released and on their way. So her
Dakota
first
Kai.
camera time. So there you go.
Bill, yeah.
Sonya, yeah.
Her first camera time in such a long time in a match, and for that to happen on live television, it stinks. And like you said, given her age, which hopefully that shouldn't matter in the near future, but when you have so many injuries, your name kind of shows up in the feature endeavored list. So hopefully she's able to come back, and if she is able to come back in 2026, just push her all the way up into the the main title scene, because the older you get, the more you're not useful if you're still in the mid card. So
I thought
they're underrated.
I thought a couple of years ago that I read the reason that they're having these knee injuries is because they're not doing as much strength training, especially lower body, and they're doing more cardio. So that might have something to do with it.
Maybe.
But at the same time, it's kind of incumbent on them to do that training themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. They're responsible for their own bodies and stuff. So it's it just sucks because people are trying to blame it on Kyrie. I'm like, well,
I don't
she out of position, but she was way on the opposite side.
That was just one of those
it was
things.
a freak accident, man. It's nobody's fault. Yeah.
And Zoe knew she couldn't hit it. And Zoe knew she couldn't hit it because that's why she tried to brace herself and stop.
Right.
But she landed wrong. So
and for people to blame Kyrie for that is so unfair.
Yeah, there's no way, man.
Do you think Kyrie doesn't feel bad about that already?
Right.
There's no reason to pile on,
And that was her first night back too, so it's like, imagine
exactly.
the emotion she got.
Just coming back from injury. So yes, she definitely don't want to be part of some other injury story. So yeah.
But hopefully she's better. Hopefully, 32 is still a young age anyway, so it's not like she's pushing 40. She's still young. She's still in her prime. So, to tear that same knee she had surgery on, I can only imagine the rehab 2 times more trying to get back. So hopefully she's able to get back sometime next year. So, prayers to her.
Some AEW news. We talked about it a lot, but Darby Allin has finally climbed Mount Everest. Got that checked off the list. Congratulations to him.
Oh, he didn't die. Good.
That's a monumental feat for anybody, even somebody of the athletic caliber as a professional wrestler. It's nuts.
Look, the people that make their living helping people climb Mount Everest, those dudes. That's a hell of a way to make a living.
Yeah. I wonder how much they get paid for that. I can only imagine the life insurance policies.
Yeah, exactly. You do what for work? Hold on.
And if I hear the word free, and it's like, man, you better than me.
And WWE has begun focusing exclusively on recruiting international stars in recent weeks. And the internal belief is the company may be finally getting ready to launch NXT Europe later in 2025. So we talked about it. And I think this is it. What do you think about this, man?
I'm loving it. They're redoing NXT Europe because I've seen that they've been highly going after people, doing via the WWE ID program and Evolve and people from other sides of London. So I know they've been heavily recruiting possibly a whole new roster. So I'm looking forward to that. And I wonder, are they going to send anybody from NXT America over there, if there's going to be any cross promotions with TNA happening over there as well. So this is a good partnership and a good opportunity to spread the wealth all over the globe.
Yeah, I loved it. What was it? NXT UK. I was a huge fan of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm glad they're bringing it back. And
they give us mommy.
Will Ospreay's missing the boat. If he could just hung in there and signed with WWE, he'd be living at home.
Yeah.
So,
but he's too busy throwing shots at WWE because obviously Triple H is living rent free in his head.
Oh, it's half that company.
Yeah. I was just trying to see if Gallus got released, and they did.
Yeah.
Because I thought for sure they would be great for NXT UK.
I mean, they can easily pick them back up and send them over there.
Yeah, probably so.
Barry Davenport can get rehired and sent to NXT Europe.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Isla Dawn. All these people can get rehired.
And there's so much talent there too.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Agreed.
Absolutely, man. Okay, well, we'll see what ends up happening there, man. I think they would love to do something with New Japan. It's just they've got the deal with AEW going on.
But I'm pretty sure there's other Japan companies over there, right?
In all Japan?
And
is that still around?
Stardom, they can partner up.
Stardom is also part of New Japan.
Well, so what would have prompted The Rock wearing that New Japan shirt, though?
True. Yeah.
So that's still kind of a mystery.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Because my first thought when I saw that is, okay, this is how they're going to build the different NXTs everywhere. Just take over companies like AAA. Yeah. And now you are NXT Mexico.
Yeah.
Take over New Japan. Now you're NXT Japan.
That's true. They can send EO over there to, Asuka.
If they took over Japan, though, I would keep the New Japan name just because it's so huge.
I agree. I mean, same thing with AAA.
Correct, Faith. He came from New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. So, okay. We also saw Alexa Bliss qualify for Money in the Bank. So they're doing something with her for sure. Brought her back. Now she's gonna be in the Money in the Bank match there. You think it's a chance she grabs a briefcase?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no too soon.
Yeah.
Yep. We also found out Julia is signing with SmackDown and Roxanne Perez to Raw. So thought they were going to be a tag team and they were going to have them on the same brand, but no, they split them.
Yeah, I like this move because Roxanne's a big name. So have her over there and then have Julia on SmackDown as another big name on that side. So it was a good move. I like that.
I like it just because I'm not a fan of just putting people together for the sake of putting people together. And that's their MO for tag teams anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you rarely have somebody that, like a pair that comes up together. And that's really what the tag team division should be about.
Okay. All right, Faith. Well, we're gonna get into some of these previews coming up too, and definitely when we get to Money in the Bank, we'll talk more about that for sure. So let's move forward here. Let's start looking at some of the matches and preview what's coming up this weekend. Let's start off with NXT Battleground. Is happening, and it's a small card. You got 6 matches really on the card here for NXT Battleground. So let's look at that and give our thoughts and everything. What's going to happen? Let's start off with the match between Tony D'Angelo and Stacks here. What we think is going to happen, the story, everything with it, man. Let's start off with you, Trill.
I'm loving this story. Hopefully this is not like a one and done story. Hopefully they drag this out a few months. So I actually got Tony winning the first round because I'm assuming there's gonna be more than just one match. So I got Tony winning this one, and hopefully it ends with the loser leaves the family or loser leaves NXT, which would be a good way to call up Tony D to the main roster. Yeah. But I still got Tony winning this one for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is going to potentially be match of the night. Yeah, I think Tony's going to end up winning it, but at the same time, if he doesn't, I could see this being his last match in NXT.
See, that's where I'm leaning. This is his last match in NXT. He goes out looking at the lights. Stacks takes over the family. I think there's a kicking out of the family. Crucifino coming through, helping Stacks, because we still hadn't really seen him since Stacks called him on the road or whatever, right?
Don't forget about Rizzo.
Vegas.
And yeah, Rizzo too. Yep. And so yeah, I think Tony gets kicked out of the family. This is last night at NXT. Now, my concern is for the future because I have no idea who he is beyond the Don.
Right.
So that's my concern.
And how's that gonna hold up on the main roster?
Right. Don't go to the main roster with nothing.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna keep the Don persona. I mean, I've had an Italian type of gimmick since FBI back in the day during the Ruthless Aggression era. So it'd be a fresh gimmick on the main roster, whether it's SmackDown or Raw. So hopefully this is not happening so quick. I'm hoping at least it's another match to drag this out at least to midsummer, and then from there you can send Tony, on his way. But to have it done right now, it's like you don't even have the sense that it's coming to an end because it just gets started. So maybe SummerSlam weekend or something. This would be, Heat Wave. They have that another match, and that one could be it for Tony D'Angelo. But yeah, hey Lena.
Yeah. See, I'm with you. I'm with you guys. I hope y'all right. Lena's got a good point. She agrees with you guys. I think it would be too fast, but I don't think they really care about, continuity of story really with NXT. They're just like, yo, we gotta get these guys out of here.
Yeah. Well, if I remember right,
they highly regarded, maybe.
Yeah, and if I remember right, they're only wanting them there 2 years.
Right.
And if they can't make it within 2 years, they're done.
Exactly. So
yeah, Tony gonna be all right. He can make it.
Yeah, Tony's ready.
Yeah. I believe he's ready as well. I don't know about the persona after this. So.
Oh yeah, he'll be good over there. I guarantee it.
All right. Well, we got a 6-man tag team match between the Culling and Hank Walker, Tank Ledger, and Josh Briggs. Three triple, I I guess, tag match or whatever. How do you feel about this matchup here, Tro?
I mean, obviously they're setting up Hank and Tank to possibly lose tag team titles to the Calling at some point. Briggs, I don't know, like that character. It's like, excuse me, it's like it's still trying to find its way. It's almost like Eddie Thorpe. It's like you can try different avenues with the character, but it's still coming out the same. It's like we thought we had something with Amara, so who knows? Maybe he took a vacation. He's coming back. Maybe he was working out his visa issues or something. He comes back and possibly turn heel on Josh Briggs on his way back. I don't know, but I feel bad for Briggs, man. The dude's the journeyman right now, and he's gonna cost Hank and Tank some tag team titles.
Okay. What you got, Jeremy?
For some reason, I think Briggs is going to end up turning heel. I don't know why, but it's almost like they've been teasing it a little bit, and so I think he's going to turn. And I love what Sean Spears has been doing. He went to AEW. He refined himself because he was going nowhere with the Perfect 10 thing, and that was a decent gimmick too.
It was over.
Yeah, it was.
10 and 10
100%.
Every time we rolled 10 on a dice, playing like a board game at home. 10 and 10 the whole time.
Yeah.
Jeremy, did you
right out of jail?
Jeremy, did you just admit AEW was good for something?
Yeah, they help people refine their characters, and then they go back to WWE and make it better. But Sean Spears, man, I mean, he's been in the game for so long. He knows all the psychology and everything else. He's helping these young guys out. It's great.
Yes.
Yeah, that chairman gimmick, I like how that paid off. Like you said, Jeremy, that chairman gimmick he developed in AEW, he brought to WWE using it in different ways, kind of like a crossover between Karrion Kross and with the teaching you, trying to help you find your way when no one else is seeing it, trying to help you see what you're doing wrong, and eventually come to and realize it. So I like how they keep in.
It's almost got a hint of Wyatt family in there too.
Yeah.
I'd like to see the Cullen win, especially since this is just a tag team and another guy, together. Like they can afford to win. They're not going to look bad if they lose. So
no,
right. But I think Hank and Tank is going to take that pin, and that's going to set up the tag team match for them titles.
As long as it's a decent match, I don't think there are going to be any losers in it.
Yes,
that's true.
Exactly. So Ruka defends the women's North American title against Kalani Jordan. This kind of got heated up a little bit on Tuesday. What's your thoughts here, Charles?
Well, if there's anyone that needs to be at the back of the line, it's Kalani Jordan. But anywho, this match is going to be good. They're playing on the fact that Kalani's going for her second North American title at the same pay-per-view she won it last year. Obviously, they're setting up a Sol Ruka Zarya split, which I can see Zarya turning heel at some point.
Right.
So I got Sol Ruka snatching the soul about a Kalani once and for all.
Okay. Jeremy?
I'm split on this one because Kalani's my girl. I love the way that she's developed since she started. Love it. She's come so far. But at the same time, Sol Ruka, she's I think she's got the edge as far as athleticism. I think Sol's going to pull it out.
So the athleticism part, they're both really athletic. Yeah. So I could see the athleticism playing a huge part in the match and giving us some good spots. that we're gonna remember when we come back and talk about the podcast next week. So yeah, but as far as winner, I think Soruka retains, and she goes on to keep going. But yes, I do like the whole Zarya turn. That's gonna be nice when it happens, and I think she's a perfect person to hand the title to Zarya,
Yep.
and let her become a monster.
Yeah, she's going to end up being a great heel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought that's what it was going to be when she first got there, and then
I did too.
They just slowed her down and took her off for a little bit, and then she comes back and she's in the taxi. Because I'm like, oh, all right, maybe it's not her time yet. So
yeah.
And speaking of monster, we saw the monster from LFG make a debut on NXT, going after Obafemi of all people. My God, he went straight after the top dog.
Playing with fire.
And it was believable, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was believable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Because I don't know if you guys watched the season finale of LFG, but Taker told Sean is like, Obafemi needs competition. If you want to find someone to put in right away, here's your guy standing right in front of you. And sure enough, signs a contract and lays Obafemi out already. And it's like, oh, this is awesome.
Yep.
Castor Troy, dude showed up in the business and he made it look good too. Made it look good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's gonna be a monster, and I can't wait to see hear all the stuff Booker T's gonna do on commentary when he comes out and all this stuff.
Castor Troy, that's my guy. You see that thing? You see that?
You know he put them over.
Oh man, he's blazing the hell out of Castor Troy, man. I'm telling you.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. Huge statement there, man. So can't wait to see what happens with that. Think he takes part and in Battleground at all?
Maybe I could see him taking down Oba one more time after he gets rid of Miles Bourne. I can see him jumping Oba again.
Yeah, that's very plausible.
Do you see Tara May still doing something?
Nah, I think they're just gonna have her just debut.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about this match with Obafemi versus Miles Bourne, aka young Randy Orton. That's all I see every time I look at him. This is Randy Orton.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Baby Viper is gonna put on the show. This is gonna be his coming out party, which is gonna set up him getting removed from the quarter cash crew. It's like Evolution when Orton pretty much ascended himself and they pretty much took him out of the group. This is gonna be one of those type of things because you can see in Charlie Dempsey like he's side-eyeing him because one, he got a championship opportunity and it's not him.
Yeah.
So and he's lost to Obafemi. He got destroyed by Obafemi. So it's like he's already side-eyeing him like, oh, you just think you're better than me just because you're special.
Yeah, I was thinking about Triple H turning against Batista in Evolution.
Yep.
That too.
Yeah.
Either way it goes, it has Evolution blueprints all over it. So he's gonna show out. He's gonna show out, but Oba's gonna be Oba.
It's funny how they can recycle the same thing over and over again. Sometimes you'll pick up on it, and a lot of times you won't.
Yeah.
Yep. That's wrestling, bro.
Yep.
Forever.
We're part of the generation that can see it from a mile away. It's like, oh yeah, I remember that from the Attitude Era. Oh yeah, I remember that from the Ruthless Aggression Era.
Yep.
That's good.
All
right. So, what do you think about outcome here, Jeremy? You think Oba retains?
Yeah, I think Oba's going to retain. I think Miles is going to put on a good showing, though.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. Yeah, I say we got a new champ.
Ooh.
Oh,
Hot take.
oh,
New
that's
champ.
definitely a hot take.
All right, new champ, but it's because of the Reaper coming out again, targeting the champ over Femi, and I think we get a last match between Troy and Obafemi. Obafemi goes on to the main roster.
Okay, so
I
then
agree with you, Dale, 100%.
Mm.
so then the question is, how does Trick Williams insert himself into this?
He can't. He can't. He's already had shots at the title. He can't. He can't. This is it. This is it for Trick Willie.
There we go.
He's focused on the TNA title right now anyway.
Yeah. So based off your logic, Dale, they really might pull this Evolution playbook if Miles Bourne actually does win this title.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think is
Man,
gonna happen.
Dale with a hot take. Okay, Dale, I see you, sir. You really are mad about this whole New Orleans thing.
All right, and the last match, Trick Williams versus Joe Hendry for the TNA world title. There, man, first time ever, and I think we're gonna see more on TNA between Trick and Joe Hendry. So I don't believe this is over, because I believe they're going to have another match on the TNA television for the TNA title between these two. So I'll stick with Joe Hendry as the winner for this match, but there will be shenanigans.
I agree with that.
I don't. I do agree this isn't over. However, for it to make this juicy enough to bleed to TNA, I do predict shenanigans, but I predict Trick Williams actually pulling off a history-making moment by being the first one to win a title on someone else's brand. I got him actually beating Joe Hendry, spending some time in TNA, bringing the title to NXT to show it off. You know, maybe like to Jeremy's point earlier, maybe insert himself with Oba, like, look, I got the TNA title. I'm bigger than you. I'm bigger than NXT. I'm bigger than TNA. You know, just to rub it in. And then maybe there's a rematch against Joe Hendry at another pay-per-view in TNA or something. But
well, if you remember, those words did come out of Trick's mouth. He did say he is bigger than NXT. So that would be the way to do it.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Keep him off NXT, have him spend time in TNA as a champ. Kind of like when Kenny Omega won the TNA championship a couple years ago. And Kenny Omega was showing up over there a lot. Same thing Trick can do. You know, show up over there, mixed up with people over there, defend the title here and there, and then lose the championship probably in the summer. And you get Trick Willie on the main roster.
Yep. He can be Mello's bitch up there.
Oh, man.
Bro, the battle was epic, bro.
Oh, that was weird.
Never not funny. Never not funny.
The battle was epic, bro. Look, I like what Trick Williams did as far as his shots against Joe Hendry. But Joe Hendry's the man, because he uses the video all the time.
Yeah.
So his stuff is always gonna hit different. But yeah, man, I still give him both props. And that's why, again, this is gonna make money for TNA too. So this thing is gonna go on a little bit longer. Jake, you got something on this?
I think it'd be great for business for Trick Williams to hold that TNA title. I don't know. I just feel like WWE and TNA are highly against having the other brand have their title though. So I'm going to pick Joe Hendry here.
Well, TNA's already proven that they're not. I mean, like they said, Kenny Omega already did it. So
Yeah, that was wild.
I think it's gonna happen though. The way this partnership's been going on, I think it's bound to happen eventually. So
yeah.
So they might as well just start open up the first gate and have Trick do it.
And what better way to get eyes on your product too?
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's what it's
and
really
it's been
about.
working.
Yeah.
And it's been working.
It's been working for sure. For sure. TNA is benefiting, bro. For real. So.
Yep.
And if you think about it, WWE, they don't have anything to gain from it.
Yeah.
I mean, they really don't.
So, I mean, unless they're going to end up buying TNA, that's the only thing that they could gain from it.
But I don't think Triple H is against destroying territories. He wants the wrestling business to boom, which is why buying these companies like Triple A, he's like, no, wait, you keep your name and you keep your shows. You're just under our umbrella now.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And this is the legal way of getting talent.
Yep.
Yes.
Look what happened to Jordan Grace. Where's she at now?
Yep.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, they can't cry tampering.
Absolutely.
Nope, they can't, because eventually they're gonna outgrow TNA. They like how it is in WWE. It's like, you know what, let me my brand has been growing after these appearances.
Yeah. And funny enough, TNA's turned into what NXT 2.0 is. Haha.
Yeah. But
they're more entertaining than NXT 2.0.
I think WWE, TNA knows their place. They're not necessarily trying to compete with WWE. They know that's the ultimate goal for people. And so, they're letting that happen.
They're basically they're a secondary developmental brand.
Yeah.
They basically just minding their own business and hey, you want to help boost our brand? Yeah, you want to use some of our talent? Cool. Just name drop us, have my people over there. We're gravy.
Everybody's making money now, and they're already talking about TNA getting a nice TV deal now too. It's like instead of fighting them and making brand supremacy here, why not branch out and join them? Now we're all benefiting.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is why Triple H under control is way better than having Vince, because Vince wouldn't allow that. You'd be like, nah, we don't care about that. We don't even know they exist.
Yeah, look what he did with freaking WCW. I mean, he could have easily kept that the way it was and made tons of money.
Yep.
Can you imagine if Triple H was in charge? Imagine if Triple H was in charge. If the way he is now, if this was 20 years ago when WCW got purchased, can you imagine having ECW rosters mixing in with the WWE people and vice versa, sending them over there? Can you imagine how WCW wouldn't even be out of business right now?
No. It really
wouldn't be a thing, though.
The biggest thing that killed WCW after Vince bought them were those guaranteed contracts.
Yep.
But at the same time, those guaranteed contracts revolutionized the way wrestlers are paid. Yeah. So, I mean, it was a double-edged sword.
Yeah, plus they're like, well, we're not going over there. I'm just going to stay home and write out my contract and get paid and do nothing.
Yep.
And that's how we got the roster we have for the Alliance instead of the actual people.
Right.
So if all of those big stars didn't hold out, would we have had somebody like a Booker T?
Yeah.
You think
he
so?
still would have been there. He would have been.
Well,
do
you think he would have gotten as big as he did?
Right. That's a good question.
Yeah, probably not.
Because I don't know. I don't know if he gets
Scott Steiner off the bat. You would have had Sting off the bat. You would have had Goldberg off the bat.
Yep.
I mean, Booker T was actually their final champion during that time, so maybe he still would have been part of that big group.
Yeah, maybe.
So
maybe
that's one of those things that you never can tell with Vince.
Absolutely.
Yeah, butterfly effect, basically.
Yep. All right, let's talk about Double or Nothing. It's happening on Sunday. So let's go through this card here. And
They only got 8 matches, huh?
It'll still go to 1 in the morning.
But yeah,
Oh.
both of them.
Yeah.
Every match is an hour long.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna wind up getting 12 by Sunday.
Hey, I am going to be off work on Monday, so I won't care about watching it this time at least.
Yeah, exactly. You step as late as you need to.
I'll even crack a couple bush lattes for it. Why not?
FTR will go up against Nigel McGuinness and Daniel Garcia. So listen, I get why they're using Nigel McGuinness because of this whole beef with FTR kind of thing. There's no way FTR is not going to win this match. There's no way.
Yeah.
What you guys think?
I agree with that. They're too polished as a tag team.
It's hard to. Oh, go ahead, Jake.
So real quick, just on this, no, I agree. I think FTR wins, but look, if we can get Nigel McGuinness back in the ring, there's no reason we can't get Nick Aldis in WWE. That's a complete side quest. I'm sorry, but I just like that we're getting him back in the ring for one match, one night. We're getting Nigel McGuinness back in the ring. I'm sold. I don't care if he wins or loses. I'm just happy to see it.
Yeah. Dale knows how I feel about Tony Khan booking. So it's hard to call because, on paper, you would think FTR will win this match because, they're polished. But I'm going to actually go ahead and, since the fact that it's a one-night only match, I got Nigel McGuinness and Dan Garcia. I would not be surprised if there's another turn that happens in this match, either by Nigel or Daddy Magic.
Okay. A Daddy Magic turn. Wow. All right.
I think the most sense would be to pull the swerve and have Nigel turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about another matchup. Mark Briscoe versus Ricochet. This is a stretcher match, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, stretcher match.
Ricochet makes me not like him so much. And it has nothing to do with anything he's doing on TV. It's all this stupid stuff.
You hate him because he's bald?
Yeah. It's all the stupid stuff that he's doing on Twitter. He's just picking these. Again, WWE living rent free in his head because he's bitter.
Yeah.
So,
Rakakit might not be. He's not boring in the ring, but everything else about him is extremely fucking cringe. But
yeah,
I mean,
he's a great wrestler. I will give him that.
He is.
Yeah, he's a great Hollywood.
Yeah, he is.
That's about it. But I'm pretty sure they're going to use Briscoe to put him over, so I got Ricochet for the win. Hey, Bella.
Rico, shut up, huh? Oh, that's great.
He was a clown, but he's just as long as you don't do that stupid laugh again, I'm good.
Yeah, Ricochet winning this match, guaranteed.
Yeah. Give it probably 6 months, he'll be in Ring of Honor.
Well, that probably so. Probably so.
Ring of Honor. You might just call that catering.
Right.
All right. Okada versus Speedball Mike Bailey. This is for the AEW International Championship or Continental, whatever they call that championship.
Continental.
Right? The Okada Championship. That's what they It's the Okada Championship. That's what they made it.
Rainmaker title.
Yes. There's no way Okada loses. Okada does not lose.
I don't know. Speedball's pretty over. He's over. That. I could see.
I don't know who's gonna beat Okada, but it ain't gonna be Speedball.
Yeah. Oh, free tomorrow on YouTube. Ring of Honor, y'all. One night only. Check it out, y'all.
Hard to watch SmackDown, but I give it a watch Saturday morning.
Okay.
Well, I mean, actually, no. I'll probably watch it after SmackDown. To be honest, we'll see.
Anybody else think Speedball win at all? Anybody? New champ? No.
Me.
Okay.
I can see it happening.
Yeah. All right. And the Anarchy in the Arena match. This is the match that's going to take a long time. Okay. This one's going to take a long time. So, Kenny Omega, Willow Nightingale, Swerve Strickland, and the Ops versus the Death Riders.
And the Bucks.
So this was going to go all over the place. They got women involved. It's going to be one of those kind of matches. The result, and the Death Riders and the Young Bucks or whatever, the results really don't matter, honestly. So I'm going to go with the Ops, Kenny Omega, Willow Nightingale, and Swerve Strickland for the win here. Well, what do you think, Joe?
I'm interested in this because of the simple fact that Willow Nightingale is going to get down and dirty with Marina Shafir. This is the first time having women in the Anarchy arena match, if I'm not mistaken. So props to her because she's going to throw down, and I'm actually happy for Marina because she's really doing big things in AEW. Finally, but I'm actually going to go with the Young Bucks and the Death Riders because it's almost like every Anarchy in the arena match that's ever been in existence, you somehow always have the Young Bucks in it. So that's pretty much their cup of tea, and mix that in with John Moxley. It's going to be exciting, and to John's point, I'm not surprised this isn't the main event because let's face it, Will Ospreay and Hangman Adam Page, they're basically making that the focal point. But I think this should be the main event itself. But again, I'm not surprised. It's AEW, for God's sakes.
I think the problem with it not being a main event is the fact that it's all over the arena or whatever, all chaos. It's hard to reset after that.
So it's going to be in the arena, and then it's going to be they're going to probably head back to the ring, and some people are going to be out over here, some people are going to be over there. So it's like to have all that chaos as a main event, it's going to be hard to engage with people because half the crowd's over here, half the crowd's over there. So I can see why they would have, Page and Ospreay the main event. But yeah, I got Death Riders and the Young Bucks because this is the Young Bucks specialty.
Okay.
I think Omega and the Ops will win this. And I'm kind of wondering, too, if Darby will make his comeback and go after Moxley.
Okay.
He's got to come into the sky, though.
If you think about it, the whole reason that the Death Riders are even the Death Riders is because of Darby Allin.
Yeah, they killed Darby.
They need to make it come full circle eventually.
Okay.
And I think Darby's going to end up taking the title off of Moxley too.
I still think it's going to be Adam Page.
Okay.
See, and that wouldn't make sense though, because then what do you do with the whole Darby and Death Rider storyline? It just kind of throws that away.
I mean,
I think that's a casket match.
It's TK for you, so.
Yeah, because how long are you going to have John Moxley as your champ? I mean, All In's coming up, and that's pretty much their WrestleMania, and I'm assuming Hangman's going to win and go to All In the biggest pay-per-view, so you're not going to have him go there and lose.
Well, aren't they having some type of like Money in the Bank deal before them, to where there's a cash in?
Yeah, if you could bring that contract back, that Christian contract,
and that's how
Darby
can
can win that.
Yeah.
Darby can win that and cash in at All In.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
And then Hangman could pull a Drew McIntyre, hold on to the title for 5 minutes.
Yep.
But then,
be perfect for Hangman.
but wouldn't you want Darby to beat Moxley just to kind of bring that whole thing to a close? That's where I'd want it to go.
Tony has this place has it all over the place. At this point, anyone can beat Moxley. They got them backed into so many variables that you just don't know who it is.
Yeah.
If he loses.
It could be a good thing. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, good.
I'm out on gimmick matches. I'm tired of them. I don't care. That's all AEW is. But I'm gonna go Omega, Willow, and the Ops. I like the name the Ops. Willow's the shit. Dale says so. I believe him, and I do like Kenny Omega a lot. He is our closeout song.
Don't sleep on Swerve now.
Hey, I am a Swerve fan too. I do like it.
It's true. All right, next match. The Hurt Syndicate versus the Sons of Texas. This is for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. And the Hurt Syndicate beats the Sons of Texas easily.
Yeah. If this isn't a squash match.
Popcorn.
You should be able to go to the bathroom and miss the whole damn match.
Yes. Hopefully something interesting happens with MJF after this. He did officially join the Hurt Syndicate on Wednesday. He signed his contract and all this stuff. But I know something's gonna happen with him and Bobby Lashley. Let's hope it's something interesting after the match. That's what I'm hoping.
Hey, Dale, who's the tag team partner of Goldust?
Sammy Guevara.
All right, cool. I hate Sammy
Texas,
Guevara with a passion. You know I hate Sammy Guevara with a passion, Dale. Fuck that guy. So yeah, Hurt Syndicate in the squash match.
Hey, what? Why do you hate Sammy Guevara?
He's such a fucking douche.
What did he do?
His job.
Everything about him, a straight douchebag. I've hated him since the stupid panda hat.
It's because his wife is hot? What's the problem? My God.
His wife's mid anyway. She was always sitting in Anna Jay's shadow.
I mean, I actually have a couple.
And she cast a huge shadow. You know that, Trill.
I actually have a couple questions here. Dale, you know how I feel about Tony Khan's logic and booking. So explain to me why the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions are challenging for the AEW Tag Team Champions.
Because the Hurt Syndicate was talking smack, and Dustin Rhodes came out there, was like, "You're not gonna be talking smack, man. The Sons of Texas, blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
we're gonna take some titles."
So why you just can't have a regular champion versus champion match, no titles on the line, just have the two best tag teams supposedly under the AEW banner go at it. You don't have to put the titles on the line. I know Dustin's not winning. And my second question is, as far as MJF and the Hurt Syndicate, don't this kind of gives you Owen Hart joining the Nation vibes?
Yes, it does.
Just a little bit
I don't know what
MJF's.
I don't know what MJF's ulterior motives is, but he should tread lightly. He's dealing with Bobby Lashley.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the question is, how long is this gonna last?
Right.
Before they have the blow-off match. Like we know where it's leading to.
Yeah. MJF's got that history. So
yeah. But all MJF, all his matches usually have long build-ups to it.
They do.
Some kind of way.
Yeah.
But half the time they don't make sense when it's all over.
True. It's just a long build-up.
Well, and if you think about it, the build-up with him and Adam Cole, the only reason that was so long is because Adam Cole got hurt.
Yes.
They both did.
Yes. Yep. True. All right. Now let's talk about the main event. That is Thomas Tony Storm versus Mina Shirakawa. All right. Thank you, Tony.
Dale's moment.
Appreciate you.
Dale's moment.
Yes.
Let's just give Dale the full screen right here and have at
Get
it,
the
Dale.
baby all ready. The kids out the room.
No Diddy.
No baby oil. Diddy's got it on lockdown.
Hey, on a
Whole
real
box
note,
of
though,
Kleenex.
on a real note, why is this the match that I'm looking forward to the most? And it's not based on a look factor. I'm talking about just from a wrestling standpoint. I think they're going to tear the house down.
Yeah, I think so too. Yep.
Main event.
Dale can go to the restroom through the entire show, but once it's Tony and Mina, he's right front and center, Indian style on the floor, looking at the TV like, "Yep, it's my time."
Right.
To me, this seems like the only match that is an
Main event
actual wrestling match.
Yeah.
So,
No gimmicks, no high spots, no flips, no kicks. Just
and I mean that from like a technical aspect too. I mean, it more than likely will be the best match on the card.
Yep.
And props to them too, because you don't see many women do that.
I just hate that I got to wait till 12:30 to watch it.
Get
well,
the
at least it's not
monsters
the main
ready.
event. At least it's not the main event this time, so she good.
Yeah, at least it gives me
Maybe
something to
11
look forward to.
Yeah.
Well, you know that arena match is going to take all of 45 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Probably an hour. Probably an hour. I mean,
it's
you got
gonna be
8
hours.
matches, but it's gonna go 4 to 5 hours. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Anarchy match is like almost an hour.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Seriously, all props to Toni Storm. I'm a fan of her acting. I'm a fan of her wrestling. I'm a fan of everything she does now. I used to not like this gimmick, and now I've completely turned. I love the gimmick. I like the diversity that she's able to put. She was able to go back to what she was, and then she was like, "Oh no, I'm timeless still. Don't worry, that was all just a facade." I'm like, dude, she is on. If there's a PW Insider just for women's wrestlers, if she's not top 2 and not number 1, Dave Meltzer's an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, we all knew Dave Meltzer's a dumbass, so we don't.
Yeah,
He's
his
the kind
opinion.
Of idiot, he's the kind of idiot that would put Sasha Banks number 1.
I put Dave
That is
Meltzer's opinion and Vince Russo's opinion at the same level.
And I'll still go with Vince Russo over Dave Meltzer, so that should tell you something.
Yes. Tony, give them a whole hour. Let them go.
Oh yeah, for
That's what
sure.
we need to do.
Dale,
Bad opinion. Bad opinion on a pole match.
Dale, I rarely agree with you, man, but tonight I've done nothing but agree with you. I give him an hour. Come on, let him rock.
I'm telling you, Dale's a rebel tonight.
Give him an hour, baby. All right. Now, this one needs to be pretty quick. All right. Mercedes
My
Moné
girl, Jamie.
versus Jamie Hayter for the TBS championship. There's no way Mercedes is losing the championship.
Yeah. Mercedes Hogan, no way.
Yeah.
I wish it was. I wish my girl Jamie would get that title, but yeah.
Ain't gonna work for me, brother.
Exactly. They're just lining up Mercedes and Toni Storm and all in probably. So
I still think it's gonna be a match full of botches because Monet can't wrestle, and Jamie No Buns Lynch is gonna look as good as she can against a botch wrestler.
Hey man, stall her out, man. She had buns, but she got in slimmer shape, so her buns.
Yeah, man, she did. She did the Becky Lynch exercise, beanpole.
Beyonce.
Becky Lynch had a baby. This one just got in more shape.
The wrong way.
I don't know what she's talking about, but calling herself the Beyonce of wrestling,
that was so cringe.
I saw
that. I said, yeah, that checks out because nobody likes Beyonce either.
Exactly. There you go. I was going to say, who said that? I was like, I knew it was Jerry.
That was me.
Oh, yes, indeed, man. All right. So everybody,
that's Dale. That's the popcorn match.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely popcorn. But everybody think Mercedes gonna retain?
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here. All right. Let's go.
Wow.
Will Ospreay versus Hangman Adam Page. This is the final of the Owen Hart tournament. Yep. So there we go. Oh yeah, I forgot about that with the last match, and that's gonna set up Mercedes Moné versus Tony Storm too. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All in.
yeah. Okay.
They better not feed Tony to her. I would be so pissed off.
You know
Hey,
what's
wait,
happening.
is Camille still part of AEW? Because she could like interfere.
I think she's still under contract, but
Yeah,
she's
she's
definitely
still
It's
there.
not being used.
Yeah.
I wonder why. Ain't gonna work for me, brother.
Well, she's more popular than me. Get out of here.
That's why they brought in Megan Bain to take her place.
Mhm.
Jeremy, you're on point tonight. I like this.
It ain't gonna work for me, brother. That shit never gets old.
All right. So this winner gets to face Moxley for the title here. So I don't know. I could see either one of them going up against Moxley, but I'm thinking Hangman is going to be the better story
Yeah.
overall.
But you know they're gonna push Ospreay.
Right. So
I mean, we
what
might
does
get
Tony
Omega
Khan do?
again.
I
I would book Hangman to move on to Mox because he still got that, that's never ending story with Mox in the first place. Ospreay, I would set his sights on Okada and have him beat Okada at All In.
Okay.
Tony being Tony, I could see Ospreay winning this, and I'm just glad that Hangman got rid of that stupid mustache and grew his beard back out. I
You wasn't a fan. You wasn't a fan of the
I wasn't a fan of the
mustache.
No. I do think it's going to be an excellent match, though. I mean, both of them have different styles, and I think it'll mesh well together.
I mean, that would make me sense. TKO got all kinds of money. I mean, they got bags to pay. So if Jamie Hayter ends Sasha's streak before Athena, I'm gonna be pissed. Low key. That should have been Athena.
Athena was my girl.
I love Hayter, but it should have been Athena.
Yeah. I loved her when she was in NXT.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yep. Okay.
Here, baby.
Jake, you got anything on this match?
I really wish I could pick a winner, but either or works. I'm more of a Hangman fan than a Will Ospreay fan, so I'll go Hangman.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going Hangman as well to get the win, go up against Mox. Now it could be some shenanigans go on during the match, and that's how he gets the win. I mean, hey, Hangman will win anyway. It don't matter. So yeah, I'm going Hangman here to win, and then hopefully take the damn title from Mox. I'm sick of that crap.
Yeah,
that crap.
You know what? I was super impressed with Will Ospreay though. The way he drank that beer, I don't know, that almost made me a fan of him.
Oh, would that want to be Triple H?
Stone Cold way. You enjoyed the Stone Cold way of drinking?
I did. He did us beer drinkers proud. My beer gut said, "Hell yeah, brother."
I mean, they know how to chug pints over there in Jolly Old England.
Okay. Well, let's wrap up the weekend here with Saturday night's main event.
Banger of an event.
Very, very small card. And notably missing from the card is a women's match. So I'm assuming something's going to happen on SmackDown to add a women's match on the card.
I mean, I mean, it's not a PLE, so it's just
It's still a
show.
2-hour match. I mean, it's 2-hour show.
And this is one of
it's a
those
show with high-profile matches. I mean, what women's feud you gonna add out of nowhere in a one-day notice to put into that show?
Hey, Alexa Bliss need to go fight somebody.
You can't be like AEW just start adding fillers just because, man.
Laura Valkyria, you defend the damn IC title. Done.
Against who?
Zelina Vega defend the United States title. Done.
Against who?
It don't matter.
Everyone loves Chelsea
Each other.
Bring her back.
It
don't matter who it is.
It has to matter.
Jane Doe. That's who he's going up against. All right, Alexa Bliss squashes Jane Doe.
Hey,
All right.
we get what's your name back too. We get Jesse Ventura for this too, so everyone looks forward to that.
Is he back? Okay,
Yes,
cool.
Jesse Ventura.
I believe he's on every.
Garcia. Yep.
IRS is supposed to be there too. I think they said our IRS was there. Are going to be there
Oh
too.
yeah. You could get some older wrestlers come back just to wave to the camera.
That's the great thing about this event, though, is that it does give a chance for us to give a nice call back to the guys that got Jeremy into wrestling. I'm not trying to call you old, but I'm just saying.
I mean, APA back there playing cards.
Yeah.
I grew up on the golden era, thank you.
But yeah, no, I'm very much. This is a great weekend for sports, just in general. I mean, and this is just adding to it because Saturday. I don't know. My Saturday's packed full of stuff, and so's my Sunday. I'm so excited to be off on Monday to get some batteries recharged. But this event, they put on a star-studded event. All the names you want to see are out there. I'm not a huge fan of not having a women's match, though. I'm not going to lie, but I mean, like Dale said, they'll probably give us a filler match on Friday. Watch.
Smoke, what up, Smoke? Long time no see.
Yes, sir.
So if IRS is going to be there, I'm kind of wondering if we could see the return of the Wyatt Six.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it too, but it just kind of a thought.
I mean, I know people want the women's matches, but you got to understand, Money in the Bank is literally a week later. So why risk these women getting injured? They're gonna have a pit feud the following week.
You gotta have a women's match. You can't have all man card, bro. Like you can't do that.
Money in the Bank is the next weekend. You can wait another 7 days.
Well, Triple H need to do better with his scheduling.
Hey, look, because of one injury that happened on Monday, why don't you give Kairi Sane a fluff match? She was not supposed to take that pin. Let Kairi Sane have a match of doing something so that she can get her get back.
Tomato.
But this is the match though. Naomi and Nia Jax versus Jade and Tiffy. That's your match.
Nia take another chair to the face. Dude, that was brutal.
I love Tiffany even more. I don't know why, but yeah, that was a dope ass drop kick to the chair.
Well, and that was Nia's fault too.
Yeah.
So I was listening to Bully Ray explain it, and he said that she held the chair too far away, and not only that, but she held the wrong side of the chair.
Yeah.
They were also in the end sequences of the match, and they had like a minute and 10 seconds to pull all that off. So,
Yes.
So it was rushed too.
We're talking about a Nia. We're talking about a Nia botch. You don't say.
but this didn't hurt anyone else, just herself.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's karma. That's karma.
Yeah, look,
Now she can talk about the hole in her head.
Nice, good since her return. I'm gonna stall her out. It made must see TV though, because she had a nasty cut and it looked.
She did.
Badass.
That was brutal.
Oh, it instantly was bleeding too.
Yeah. Yeah. Those Samoans can take hits, I tell you.
All right, let's talk about this card. Sami Zayn and CM Punk versus Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. I'm definitely going Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker
Yeah.
for the win here.
Same. They on the momentum since Mania. This is not their first loss. I got probably. I'm gonna make a bold take and say CM Punk takes the.
Ooh.
I'm tired of seeing CM Punk take L's. I want this to be that faction's first loss. CM Punk and Zayn.
So you know Seth's gonna get the pin. I think he's gonna end up pinning Sammy.
Yeah, I can see that.
That would be the only thing that would make sense to me, because that builds Seth up for the championship. And why would you want to kill CM Punk's momentum like that? Sammy can afford it.
I hope we're all wrong and this shit just ends in a DQ.
Oh, I could see that happening too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Realistically, none of them should be taking hits. Yeah.
And anybody think this is possible? Sammy turns?
Ooh.
Not yet.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see that happening.
But soon. Just not yet.
Okay. Next match, Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. Once again, steel cage match, right? For this
Yep.
one. Yeah.
I'm hoping this will be the last match between these two. And
well, they screwed each other up as last time.
Yeah.
Concussions and lacerations and all this kind of stuff.
Botches.
So steel cage this time.
I'm actually gonna pick Damian Priest to win this because I think he lost. He lost the last match against McIntyre, so I think he gets the rematch.
I got Drew just because the last cage match that he was in, he got his ass handed to him.
Look, I'm gonna just say this: these guys are not Donovan Dijakovic and Keith Lee. These guys.
Don't you besmirch the Bearcats name like that.
I'm sorry.
Hey man, we don't need to go back down that road.
Those are the two that we want to see fight forever because their matches are actually entertaining. These guys are just two big idiots that have powerhouse moves. There's no extra to it. I'm so sick of this. I don't care who wins.
Dude, honestly,
Drew is the better wrestler between the two.
I look at Keith Lee as like the biggest, like
what if
draft pick, bro. Like it was supposed to happen, bro.
Yeah,
he was supposed to be phenomenal,
and then Vince happened.
He couldn't even make it to AEW, bro.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, that is true.
Hey,
he had a hell of an NXT run, though.
Right? That's the best of his career right there, bro.
World champ and North American champ.
I still watch the him and Dijak matches because I thought those were some of the best matches I had ever seen on a wrestling ring.
Yeah.
That's why I said we could seriously watch those guys fight forever. These two, it should have been done 2 matches ago.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I got Drew to win in this cage match, though. So, all right. R-Truth gets to go up against his mentor and hero, John Cena, after Cena put him through the table with an AA after the PLE and Backlash. R-Truth trying to get some catch back here. What we think, Troll?
Woo! This can end in 2 ways: Truth by DQ, or Cena just mops the floor with him eventually. I'm just hoping the Truth we get doesn't try to spend most of the match trying to talk down and just lie down and take an ass with him. Like a depressed fan. Hopefully he actually, gets offense in and make it look like, oh shit, he's actually gonna beat him. But I got John Cena winning this. I wouldn't be surprised if Randy Orton shows up again. Or maybe Jimmy gets involved. Big Jim. Excuse me.
Little Jimmy. Little Jimmy.
I thought we saw my little Jimmy. I was like, yeah.
My bad. I meant Big Jim. My bad. Big Jim. Big Jim. Yeah.
You can't see little Jimmy.
Damn it.
I got Cena in this one too. I am, even though it's not for the title, I am beyond happy for R-Truth for this. So he deserves this.
Yeah, so glad he got a match out of this.
So now my question is, do we miss Cody Rhodes enough? Could he come back? I think they need to keep him away a little bit longer.
Yeah, I think we'll keep him away. I did see a picture of him like at Universal Studios or something like that this week. So Cody Rhodes.
If Cody comes back, I'm pretty sure it'd probably be like at Money in the Bank, just to make presence.
I think he should come back at SummerSlam.
That too. But he's probably gonna be back on TV before the PLE anyway. So. But I would have him come back end of Money in the Bank, just like when John Cena made his return at the end of one of those PLEs at Money in the Bank after COVID to challenge Roman Reigns, something like that. You know, Cena's done, and you know, here comes Cody. Whoa!
When
but you wait a minute before he comes out. The music's playing. We don't know what's going on, and Cody comes out, no extra anything, but he's got the black hair.
I think they need to do,
or at least a black muscle shirt.
Black hair?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Oh,
that goes against his whole character.
Right.
I think they need to do what they did with Roman Reigns.
Well, you remember what he did when he came back heel, though,
camera.
Right? He got rid of the blonde hair. That's the only reason I said that.
Don't show him on camera. Don't play his music. You just wonder what the hell's going on. And then all of a sudden, there he is. And that's old school. I loved it when they did that with Roman. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was. But it would have been better if there was fans, though. I get you, bro.
Okay.
It's good to see Smoke back, man.
All right. The main event.
So now we can call him main event Jey Uso? Is that what's going on here?
He's on Saturday night main event. In the main event, got the title, is main event Jey Uso. Going up against the YouTuber.
Hey, man, we're all YouTubers. They don't do that.
It's true. Jake Paul. So I do expect a good match, you know, good spots and all this kind of stuff for sure. I do expect Paul to take him to the break, but of course Jey Uso retains. Anybody here picking Jake Paul?
No,
gotta go with my fellow Jake.
Yeah. Okay.
Jake Paul's not in the match though.
I think Jake Paul has
damn, he's right.
It's Logan Paul.
Oh, damn. I had a moment.
I said Jake,
he said Jake Paul. They'll fuck me up.
Way to go, Dale.
Hey, no, Dale, that was good. The only person that can get me like that's freaking Will. You're on a new level now. All right. Anyway.
Man.
Yeah, no, I'm not going Logan Paul. I'm going Yeet. We got to see a really good showing, and the only thing that sucks about this is that what we get out of this is, oh boy, another Gunther match. But we'll get to that bridge when we get to it. But I think this match is going to be stellar.
If Logan Paul sticks to wrestling, he's a future world champion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but not Saturday night.
Yeah,
no.
Jay retains.
I'm with you.
And I want to make it be known. I do think dang it, Dale, that Logan Paul is fantastic in the ring. I don't care what Jim Morrison says, John Morrison, Little Hennig, or whatever.
What did he say about Logan Paul?
He hated on Logan Paul so much. He was like, He choreographs everything. He practices the match 5 times before he goes out there. If it's not perfect, blah, blah, blah. What the fuck do? You go out there and wing the shit? No, you're calling the ring. You've practiced. You got better. Give the guy his props. He put in the work.
What's wrong with this? I don't understand.
So you know who else did that? Macho Man.
Randy Savage? Freaking crazy man.
Yeah.
Dude was a psycho. I remember that the talk with the Ricky Dragon Steamboat.
Yeah.
He was like, Randy Savage called me up like 2:00 in the morning and was like, what's move 35?
This is how the match should go, brother. We should go this way, and then you do this, and I hit you with the elbow. I think that's how it goes. Yeah. I'm sleeping. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
wake up and step into the Slim Jim,
bro. Seriously, that's what makes the greats great.
Yep.
Their practice, their attention to detail. I remember
They're
Drew
obsessed.
Brees simulating an entire game on the bye week.
Yeah.
Sean Payton walked in there and was like, well, are we winning?
What the fuck you doing?
Are we winning?
He's like, I don't know yet.
Freaking crazy
Let me make
person.
this throw real quick.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
man.
fucking rich.
If you're not obsessed with what you do, how you expect to be great?
Right.
Exactly.
that's
That's why Logan Paul. I see. I got it right that time. That's why Logan Paul pulls off that Hangman move way better than Hangman does himself. That freaking that flip over the flip over the rope to the clothesline. It looks way better.
I still give the buckshot to Hangman because
that's more like the
he's a
fat
big boy.
shot now.
He can handle that Larry a little bit more.
Yeah, the fat shot Larry.
Well,
I mean, the man he drank too much beer. He's got that beer good going. Fat shot Larry. You got that right.
Well, all I got is 4 letters, 1 word. He's winning.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't have a Jey Uso shirt, but I'll wear my Jacob Fatu shirt in remembrance.
You know, one thing that I love about Jey Uso is when he's doing his entrance, he always picks a kid to eat with him. I love that.
The moments these kids will live remember forever.
That's what
and
makes
they're on
wrestling
beat.
famous. Yep.
And they're on beat when they do it too. That's good.
Yep.
That's the cool part.
Oh yeah, the kid on Monday Night Raw this week. He literally had it as soon as he started. They're both going exact same time. I'm like, dude, that kid knows what he's doing.
He is creating lifelong wrestling fans. That's
Yes.
awesome.
Absolutely. They'll never forget that, bro. Never. So love it, man. All right. Anything else I didn't bring up that y'all want to talk about real quick before we get out of here, man?
Not that I can think of.
Final thoughts.
Hey, you guys see Brock Lesnar's new hairdo?
I did. That's interesting.
I was like, holy crap.
We're gonna look this up.
Is he retired? Is that the retired hairdo?
And he was in a suit?
I mean, I see Brock in the suit before.
Everything I see of Brock Lesnar is always just a daughter.
Man, look. So the way I
She's
thought
whooping
about it,
ass too, by the way.
He is.
when I saw the new hairstyle and everything and the way he's looking now, I thought that Chris Jericho and Buff Bailey from LFG had a baby.
Oh no. No.
It does have Jericho vibes. It does.
Not Humphrey.
I think Sable helped him straighten it.
I'm sorry, Charlie. I didn't mean to ruin that for you.
Yeah, man. Because I was automatically thinking female Lesnar when I saw her, but come on, man. No.
Sable looks completely different.
Yeah, if he grew his hair out like that, I think he's done.
Mm-hmm.
He's not coming back.
Well, I mean, his like Charles said, his daughter's kicking ass at what Colorado State was it? And
it's not like he needs money.
And his son's he's gonna break out and be a good hockey player, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably at that stage of life where they have enough.
He knows he's not coming back.
Right. Well, he can now watch his kids.
Yeah. This is the time to enjoy being a dad, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he was doing it anyway because he had like the lightest schedule than everybody.
True.
Yeah.
This is true. He ain't miss out on too much. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. All right, y'all. Well, that's gonna wrap up the show this week. We will see y'all again next week. We'll talk more about wrestling. You guys enjoy the long weekend. All the wrestling on this weekend. Look, enjoy with your friends. Enjoy with some family, man. Just have a good time out there, man. So, all right, and Kenny Omega, take us home.
Must bid you two goodbye. Mwah. Good night. Bang! Yes!
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.